G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are at the BC Vintage Truck Museum. We are featuring this 1936 Indiana Model 89. This is the famous Andy Craig truck. Mr. Andy Craig started trucking with his father, hauling freight in the Vancouver area. His father had come over on horses from Nova Scotia, started his own business, and in 1937, Andy started Island Motor Freight, hauling between Vancouver and Penticton in this 1936 Indiana. After Andy retired from trucking in 1975, he restored this replica that you see here of the original truck that he had, and he was showing it to visitors all over the Northwest at truck exhibits in the Pacific and down in the States. Then in 1996, Andy and this restored Indian were the first commercial trucks driven over the new Coca-Cola Highway. Let's get to it and I'll show you a little more about it. Here's a picture of Andy with a load of Chesterfields. And there he is sitting on the top of the truck, all proud. Yeah, let's get to her. Wow, look at this baby. Island Motor Freight, Vancouver to Penticton, 1936. He was very proud of trucking. He lived it, breathed it, drove it, you name it. That was his life. What a legacy he left behind. We're very fortunate enough to have this truck here. I'll show you the inside, I'll show you the motor, and I'll show you what he did with the back, because he pretty much lived in this truck as he traveled all over the Northwest. Owner-operator Andy Craig. Alright, let me show you the inside first. Wood. There we go. Andy Craig, 1913 to 1987. Talks about his life, his contributions. This was in the truck rodeo, dedicated to the memory of Andy Craig. Alright, let me show you a little bit more here. 1936. A lot of this is like handmade, because this is a replica of his original truck. Let me get inside her and show you what it'll give you a peek of what it looks like. Here we are continuing with the inside of the Andy Craig truck. These are some of his placards from different shows he'd gone to. This, of course, the old smoker's stash. Some of the gauges. Let me get my thumb out of here. Yeah, that's fire extinguisher over here. And then through the window, I was able to somehow reach around, grab a CB. Breaker, what's your 20? I'll show you a little more of the inside there when we crawl around to the back. But first, we're up front here. I'll quickly show you the engine. We're going to need this hand for that. This is a beast. There we go. Look at this. What they say, a rat's nest of wiring. Holy schmoly. GM's GWC. Alright, let's go around to the back. I'll show you more of this baby. So this is some of the documentation. Talk about his legacy. Article about Andy in the paper. How he started out. veteran BC trucker and author Andy Craig, driving his 2.5-ton 1936 87 Indiana down to Sacramento, California to the American Historical Truck Society 83 convention. Look how proud he is. So awesome. Okay, here's the back. This is where he lived when he was on the road. Let me get up in there and show you a little bit around about what it was like. He's got his own little kitchen. He's got a bed. And of course, you have to have a bathroom when you're on the road. Just wall-to-wall truck coverage. Look at that beauty. So here we go. This is the living quarters. His cot. Sunglasses. And like I said, the LCB. Breaker, what's your 20? Looks like we got a smoky ahead. Yeah, there's a lot. So come on down to the BC Truck Museum someday. Have a peek at this amazing truck and others. This is the book that I ended up writing. History of Trucking in BC since 1900. Let me get into the dirty 30s. Well, quickly show you. Lots of pictures. Lots of history. Author Andy Craig, his 1930 dump truck working with the city of Vancouver in the early days. Cool. Okay, well, I'm glad I got to share with you this piece of history. Like I said, this man lived and breathed trucking, and we are grateful to have this truck here. So look, this is looking through his window into the front of the cab. So he was able to reach through, maybe pass food to someone sitting in the front, have a smoke, let some air in, hang out. So there you have it, folks. The Andy Craig truck. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.